That's actually a good clarification, though. And I don't know if I have this right because your production, and we won't. There's some announcements and stuff that are going to be down the road, so we won't get into that. But the production, the capabilities aren't those didn't need to change that much, did they? For the GRAYBOND, it was more. It's more the marketing, the messaging, meeting these new sort of industries, right?
Yeah.
Or does capabilities had to change as well?
The base production is the same. We start with lime. However, we start with lime and limestone. Those are our two basic ingredients. So GRAYBOND is a blend of lime, limestone, and pozzolan. And pozzolan is a natural material. It's mined today. We buy in and bring it into the company, and we use it to blend. So what our new capabilities are the milling. So we have to bring these products together. We mill them to a certain particle size, similar to cement, and then we blend them together in a proportion that's needed for the application. So those are the new capabilities. It's not like we're building these totally new production plants. We call it come to market fast, to take our existing materials and put them in the right proportion to get it to the right end use application.
It's like adding a piece to a system.
Yeah. I don't want to make it too light. We are investing. We're adding people. We're adding capabilities and new raw materials, new equipment. And the whole point of it is we're listening to the customer. We didn't walk in and say, here's what we have, use it. No, this is what we're thinking.
Narain was talking about that as well, that every application it's different. Yeah.
A little different.
Yeah.
And it's challenging too, because we're used to producing a product that's one product.
Right.
Now we're working with a customer to customize, to engineer the solution.
That's a huge, like that, it's easy. It's an easy thing to gloss over, but it's actually a huge difference when you go from I'll relate it back to our world. You come into our studio, we have it all fixed, our cameras are set up the way that they set it up. Now, if you switch that into the world of commercials, let's say, now there's this creative element, people have a different idea. That's a very different thing. In your world, a commodity is, here's the bag of what we make here.
Right.
You know,
that's a certain spec.
Yeah, it's a certain spec, and that's what it is.
And now it's, it's a commodity. However, it's a specialty engineered product that's going to meet your specific end use.
Yeah.
And it's a mind shift for our company too. Graymont is going through a transformation, and it's a good thing. We're bringing in new talents.
Because you already have that base still. That base is still there. Yeah.
The base is there. And now it's the mindset of working to make that base even better for an end use. Yeah. And it's, we're learning. Yeah. Every day something new comes up, and we adjust and learn.
When did GRAYBOND, when or how did it get identified as a solution? What happened within even the company to say this is something we got to look at?
Yeah. So let me go back a little bit in history, starting about 10 years ago. All right. That's when, and it wasn't GRAYBOND then. We're heavily involved in the Alberta oil sands.
Okay.
All right. And what we noticed is lime is effective in the oil sands markets to sequester and to bind aluminosilicates, the waste material coming out of the oil sand.
Okay.
And what they do with that is they put that in back in the pond, and you want to minimize the waste. You want to treat the water, and we're still involved in that. But what we noticed is that lime had a very specific result when you mix it with these aluminosilicates, these soils coming out of oil sands, right? But 5 years ago, one of our scientists said, hey, I think we can take this and do something else with it in a type of a construction or underground mining application. And that was the basis of the idea of the innovation. So we did some initial trials in our lab, experiments, and about a year in, we said, hey, there is value here in the construction world with lime, more than what we're doing today. And as it happened, we had a collaborator, a current client in the Western U.S. who was using our lime for another purpose. That was also doing underground mining, and is using cement, was using some fly ash, but they were having issues with supply, delivery, quality, And it gave us an entry point to say, would you be open to trying a new type of material that we think we can develop? We didn't even call it GRAYBOND then. We didn't know what to call it then. And they said, yeah. And so we worked with them on the R&D stage first, about a year. Then we went to the larger trial phase. And by the third year, we're actually doing underground trials. We're doing live trials with them in the mine. And we proved out that our product can replace up to 50% of their cement. And at this current state, we're replacing about 35% of their cement. It's optimal replacement. We're meeting all the strength requirements that they had with cement. And looks like we're able to lower their total use of binder together with their rock. So that means a cost savings for them based on the total the cementitious material that they're going to need. And on top of it, we're giving them a greenhouse reduction because our product has lower greenhouse gas footprint than cement. So it's a win-win. And that process, I'd say, from idea of GRAYBOND to market trial and market acceptance on the trial took about 5 years.
Wow.
And it's when you think back, it's I've been here for 3 years. I walked in and saw the innovation and what we were doing and said, this is fantastic stuff. How do we push it faster?
Were you familiar with Graymont before, though? Had you had interaction with them?
I was a customer.
Oh, you were a client.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I came from the chemical industry.
Oh.
We were using Graymont lime in one of our processes.
I see.
So I knew how it worked, but I didn't.
What's your background?
I'm a chemist originally.
Oh, okay.
Long time ago. I started in the labs and worked my way through procurement, sales, marketing, and I was working for a company that was making mining additives. And part of the mining additive needed lime to activate it. And that's how I knew Graymont. And when I came to Graymont, it was, lime can do much more than just this little piece in mining, and this turned to GRAYBOND.